Good evening everyone. Today in this video we are going to understand how does RBI control the money supply in the economy. We will understand how does RBI control money supply in the economy. Well, before understanding about the control of money supply, please try to understand the difference between two terms. One is inflation and the other is deflation. One is inflation while other is deflation. Well, please understand, when there is a general increase in the price of goods, it is called inflation. When there is general increase in the price of goods, it is called inflation. While when there is decrease in the price of goods, it is called deflation. So you can understand that there is an increase in the price of good, which means that the consumer has to pay more for the same good. While deflation means a general fall in the price of good, which means that consumer has to pay less for the same good. So when a consumer pays more for the same good, it is a situation of loss for them, while for the producers it is a situation of gain. Why? Because their margin will now be more. Please understand, whenever the price of the good is more, generally the margin for the producer will be more. So a situation of inflation is a loss for consumer while it is a gain for producer. And at the same time, deflation, where there is a fall in the price of good, which means the consumer has to pay less, it is a gaining situation for the consumer and a loss situation for the producer because their margin gets down. Now, the government, the banks, everybody work for the benefit of both the producer and the consumer. Both the parties, that is the consumer and producer, cannot be left behind. So whatever the situation the economy is in, whether it is in inflation or deflation, the banks has to take some steps for controlling it. Every time it cannot keep an inflation, every time it cannot keep a deflation, because if inflation increases, people will be at loss. If deflation increases, margin for producers will keep falling. So the banks keep working for both of them. Now let's try to understand how does RBI tries to control both the situation. To understand that what does RBI do in both the situation, there are two methods. One is called as quantitative instrument, the other is called as qualitative instrument. The one is called quantitative instrument while the other is called qualitative instrument. Well guys, in this video we are going to talk about the qualitative instrument. Now, qualitative instruments are those instruments which focus on some selected sectors. Qualitative instruments are those instruments which focus on some selected sectors. Now, let's try to understand. The first qualitative instrument for controlling of credit is margin requirement. Let me tell you, in this video I am going to tell you how does RBI control the situation of inflation, and the exact opposite happens in the case of deflation. So please understand, you understand the concept of inflation, and if the question comes on deflation, it will be exactly opposite to it. So the first point is margin requirement. Now what is margin requirement? Margin requirement is the difference between the value of the loan and the security or collateral paid for the loan. Margin requirement is the difference between the value of the loan and the security or collateral paid for the loan. Like, let's suppose, for example, if a person is taking a loan of rupees 80 lakhs and he is giving security of his house which is worth of 1 crore. He is willing to take loan of 80 lakhs, and for this he submits the documents of his house which is worth of 1 crore, which means he is submitting securities of 20 lakh extra. This extra 20 lakhs is called as margin requirement. Now, during the time of inflation, please understand, during the time of inflation, the money supply in the economy needs to get reduced. During the time of inflation, the money supply in the economy is reduced so that people get less money from the banks. When they have less money, they can demand less. When they will demand less, the prices of the goods will fall. This leads to decrease in inflation. So what happens is, this margin requirement during the time of inflation is raised. Like, let's suppose, earlier I told you that for 80 lakh loan, 1 crore is the security. Now in inflation, what the bank says is, let's suppose that for 80 lakh rupees loan, you need to pay a security of 1.5 crores. So you see, in the first case, the margin requirement was 20 lakhs. But now, when you need to pay the security for 1.5 crores, your margin requirement is 70 lakhs. That is 1 crore of 50 lakh minus of 80 lakhs, that is 70 lakhs. So it means earlier the margin requirement was 20 lakhs. Now the margin requirement is 70 lakhs. So what happens is, margin requirement is increased. Now, the moment this margin requirement is increased, many people are not willing to take loan because they are not ready to pay such a high security. So what happens is, the demand for loan or credit falls. So what happens is, the demand for loan or credit falls. As the demand for loan and credit falls, people do not get money from banks. When they do not get money from banks, they do not demand for goods. When they don't demand for goods, that is, the demand gets reduced, the price of the goods starts to fall, which means inflation starts to fall. So during the time of inflation, margin requirement is increased, which means during the time of deflation, margin requirement will be reduced. Second point is, after margin requirement, is moral suasion. Second point is moral suasion. Well, what does moral suasion means? It is just like an advice given to the commercial banks by the RBI to follow its orders. Moral suasion is the advice given to the banks by the RBI to follow its order. Now, what order will RBI give? RBI says that during the time of inflation, the loans are to be restricted, and during the time of deflation, the loans are to be given easily. During the time of inflation, loans are to be restricted, and during the time of deflation, banks should be liberal in lending. The third point says that rationing of credit. The third point says rationing of credit or credit rationing, which means fixing of quotas for different activities. Credit rationing means fixing of quotas for different activities. And when these quotas are fixed, the bank cannot exceed these quota. Any commercial bank cannot exceed the quota which has been fixed by RBI. Let's suppose the bank says that RBI says that anybody who is earning 50 lakh rupees can get only loan of up to 20 lakhs, can get loan up to 40 lakhs, let's suppose. So commercial bank, before RBI did not fix the quota, used to give 50 lakh rupee loan to a 50 lakh rupee earning person. But now it will be restricted, and it can only give a loan of 40 lakhs, which means there is a reduction in the loan amount of 10 lakhs. So what happens is, during the time of inflation, the RBI issues credit rationing, means fixing different quotas for different activities, which means big industries can get big loan, lesser industries can get lesser loan, which will restrict the volume of loans given by the banks. I hope these 3 points are clear to you. Qualitative instruments: 1, margin requirement; 1, moral suasion; and the last one is credit rationing. About the another instruments, we'll talk in next video. Thank you everyone.